Can we have a quick introduction?
Yes, of course. So we usually do that too. Yes. So I'm Janielle, and I'm the piano faculty at the Afghanistan National Institute of Music, and I also run the distance learning and portal programs here. So it's a great pleasure for us to connect for the first time with Karachi Portal, and to do this connection. We've been doing some planning, and we're so excited to share our music with our Afghan ensemble. It's called the Azara Ensemble, and it's made of different Afghan instruments as well as the Indian sitar. So we're really excited to hear your music too. I will let the students introduce their names before they perform. We would love to hear your names as well, and what you do at the academy.
Hussain from Pakistan, and I'm learning more music with Patiala Gharana. They have biggest Gharana at Pakistan. So I'm learning music like I think when I was 12 years old. Classical music, ghazal, geet, classical, tumri, dadra, terwa, and and I'm a music instructor at National Academy of Performing Arts of Pakistan. This is Waqas. Hello. Ahmad.
Hi.
This is also a teacher at the National Academy of Performing Arts, and I'm a student, and I'm here to present both my teachers and talk about them. And the last is tabla, and actually both Gulzar and Waqas, they've inherited music from both sides of their family. So, can you hear me?
Yeah, so we're trying to hear you. It's just the connection sometimes is a bit delayed. Yeah, but if you speak a little slower and clearer, then we will be able to catch it. Thank you.
Okay. So, did you understand Intizaar's introduction?
Yeah, kind of. Maybe you can give a brief again. Yeah, because our students, they're also trying to catch the introduction.
Okay, so we're talking to you from the National Academy of Performing Arts in Karachi, right? And both Intizaar Hussain and Waqas Gulab, they're both teachers here. And I'm a student, and I will be just presenting both of them and talking and maybe play a little bit. And the interesting thing about both these musicians is that they've both inherited music from both sides of their family. So,
wow.
On their mother's side, they were also musicians, and their father's side, they were also musicians. And Intizaar Hussain is the vocal teacher at the National Academy of Performing Arts since when? Okay, since about 97. So he's been teaching at the Institute for almost 18, 19 years now. And Waqas studied at the Institute as well. But even before he came to the Academy, he was already learning tabla at home from his grandfather, Gulzar. And Intizaar comes from a family of musicians called the Allah Ditta Gharana, and his education has been with the Patiala Gharana style of classical singing. And I'm learning flute from Ustad Ahmad Hussain, who's also a teacher at NAPA. So I think that's about. Oh yeah, one interesting thing about both of them is that they also went to the University of Texas at Austin around 2 years ago, and they've been doing exchange with Austin, and also they had a band there called Sankat. So that's, I think, good enough for the introduction.
That's great. We heard you very clearly. Thank you for that. Maybe you can tell us quickly about the National Academy over there, because we have never visited, or we haven't had any contact with musicians there. Can you tell us how long has the Academy been in existence?
So the National Academy of Performing Arts was founded in 2007, right? 2005. In 2005, in Karachi. And actually, it's the only institution for the performing arts in the country. It's the only institution that awards degrees for music and theater in the entire country. So we only have this in Karachi. And actually, the building that we're in is also a very, very old building. It used to be the Hindu Gymkhana. And then in 2007, they converted it into the National Academy of Performing Arts. And since then, it's the only place of its kind in the country, and of course as well. And students from various backgrounds come here to learn music. And even it's a state-sponsored institution, so the fees are also nominal. And you also have a lot of students studying in scholarship. And over here, you also have a good exchange from students.
That's amazing.
And
so this is a very special.
Yes.
This is a very special connection because we have many similarities. As you know, we are also the only music institute in Afghanistan, and our founder, Dr. Ahmad Sarmast, he will come in maybe 10 minutes. He started some field work to research about reviving Afghan music traditions in the country in the post-Taliban years from 2005. And in 2010, the school was started. So it has been about 10 years now, and some of our senior students have graduated, and we have reached the point where some of them are actually able to teach, which is our goal, to pass on these music traditions to the younger generation, and that they should continue it.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, so we would love to hear your music, and after we share ours, Dr. Sarmast will come and we can continue the conversation.
Okay, so I guess we will start with the classical vocals and tabla. And what will we be singing? Raag Abhogi Kanhra. Okay, so they will start with a improvisation in Raag Abhogi, right? And Abhogi Kanhra.
Great.
In Teen Tal, so you guys, I'm sure, are familiar with Teen Tal. Are you also familiar with the Raag Abhogi? Abhogi Kanhra, are you familiar?
Do you know this rag? Can you say again? Yes, they know about it. Yes.
Okay. So, Intizaar sir, do you want to say something else about this rag before we start? Just to introduce the rag. Okay. Can you hear?
Our name is Kafi. They also know.
Great. It was really amazing. I can't imagine if it's in a live performance, it would be really, really clear for us. So it's sounding great, the connection. We can hear the tabla and the harmonium and the voice. So yeah, we hope that we will also sound fine to you when we play. Thank you very much. So, Madam, you can introduce.
Hi everybody. Can you hear me, or should I speak louder?
Maybe a bit louder.
Yeah, you need to speak louder.
Okay, my name is Maram, and I want to introduce our ensemble, traditional ensemble. We have one guitar, which Anita plays guitar, and we have one sitar. The sitar player named Razia, and we have Dilruba. It's an Afghan instrument, which Mina plays it, and we have Iqbal. He plays tambur, and Murtaza also, he plays Rubab. It's also a very famous Afghan instrument. And we have our youngest player in the ensemble, which is Ilyas, and he plays tabla. And we want to perform two pieces. The first piece is Paimana, which it's a very famous piece in Afghanistan.
Oh, wonderful. That's all.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for listening. I hope that it transmitted well, the sound, because it's a big group and we try to fit all of them in.
No, it's fine. We can hear you.
That's great. So Dr. Sarmast is here now and we'd love to introduce him and can continue the conversation that we had before the students played. You can sit there, yeah.
Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be connected with Pakistan and to talk to you about the importance of music and the importance of music in establishing a better relationship between the two nations.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to talk to you as well.
I'm totally open to your question, or I'm not sure how the format of the program will be working. Do you want us to brief you about the Afghanistan National Institute of Music and our belief and our mission and vision, how we're using music in Afghanistan for the betterment of the life of the Afghan children, and also how we're using the music to move towards establishing a democratic and civil society in our nation?
Yes, we'd love to hear that. We'd love to hear that.
I'm not sure if my students or my colleague, Ms. Bay, informed you about the Afghanistan National Institute of Music or not. If I'm repeating the information that you already received, you may stop me from continuing because I don't want the time to be wasted. But I begin with the brief history of the Afghanistan National Institute of Music and also our mission and vision here. Afghanistan National Institute of Music has been established in 2010 with a very strong belief in the soft power of music and the importance of music in transforming the lives of Afghan children as well as communities, and also contributing to a long-term sustainable peace in Afghanistan. I'm confident that you're very well aware that the tragedy that the music of Afghanistan and generally the tangible and intangible culture of Afghanistan went through in 1996. And Afghanistan was the only place where music was entirely banned. The people of Afghanistan were deprived access to learning music, playing music, or even listening to music. You probably saw a very tragic pictures when the musical instruments were hanging on the streets of Kabul. Musicians could risk their life if they've been caught twice or 3 times playing music. And also Afghanistan was the place where the tangible heritage of Afghanistan also come under attack, under a systematic destruction. You may see the tragic sense when the Buddhas of Bamiyan have been destroyed by the Taliban.
Yeah, I mean, we also have had this, we haven't had music banned, but we've had similar problems with music too. And in the north of Pakistan, in Swat, we also had a similar incidence of religious extremist groups affiliated with the Taliban who broke instruments and destroyed music record shops. And in many ways, we've struggled with those issues too. Maybe not to the same extent, but I think to a large extent. And in Peshawar, as you also know, we also had so many Afghan musicians at that time who fled from Afghanistan and came to Peshawar, and they were living there for quite some time. From what we know, some of them have gone back now, which is something we're also happy about. And I think some of them are still settled in Peshawar and other cities in Pakistan. So we can very much relate to this kind of story that you're telling.
Yeah, I'm very well aware of the situation of musicians in northwestern frontier in Pakistan, and we are also very well aware also that the people of Pakistan are going and suffering, if not to the extent and to the level here in Afghanistan, but you're also going through similar tragic events. we are very well aware that many musicians, several musicians have been killed in northwestern frontier. We are well aware that number of music shops come under attack. We having practically a similar fight together. And we here at the Afghanistan National Institute of Music strongly believe that we have to we have to give an alternative to our people. We have to invest more in arts and culture as an alternative to radicalism in the two nations. And we, the musicians of the two countries, can play a significant role in bringing closer the two nations rather than supporting extremism in Pakistan or in Afghanistan. That's why we believe that we should put our hands together, let's put pressure on those elements in the two nations who are poisoning the minds of ordinary people against each other and people who are supporting extremism in the two nations. And therefore, events like today, when the two group of musicians are playing for each other and a small bridge has been built between the two nations, it is significantly important in better understanding our challenges that we're facing here. And also it's a wonderful bridge through which we can exchange ideas and to see what we can together in order to preserve the musical tradition of the two nations and also to promote musical and cultural diversity in two nations.
Yes, that's also exactly what we also think about. And I think we also, because we share the same musical culture, many similar musical instruments, it's quite sad that we don't have that much musical exchange between Afghanistan and Pakistan as we used to have historically. And Intizaar Saab was telling us about how at one time for the musicians in Pakistan, Afghanistan was an amazing place to go and play music. And there were so many concerts in Afghanistan that many of the musicians in Pakistan would look forward to having a tour in Afghanistan because the audiences in Afghanistan were so appreciative of music. And we hope to renew that kind of collaboration and exchange with you. And you should, I don't know if you guys already have some kind of a model for exchange in mind, or if you would like to work on some kind of model together. But for example, here we have teaching facilities, performance facilities, instrument makers, and various resources within music that we can help you with. And we will also invite your students to come and learn with us and perform here. And if there's any kind of, already if you have a structure for collaborating, you can let us know. Otherwise, we can work towards some kind of a structure for collaboration between your institute and ours.
We would be happy to host your musician also at the Afghanistan National Institute of Music. And we are very pleased to inform you that last year we hosted a group of Pakistani musicians with the very well-known Sufi singer from Pakistan, Sanam Marvi. They visit our school and they spend good amount of time here. They played together with our students and exchange of ideas took place. And at the same time, I'm not sure if you see in the Pakistani media, last year the Chamber Orchestra of the Afghanistan National Institute of Music traveled to Pakistan and played a big sold-out concert at the Pakistan-China Center for Arts and Culture. And that concert has been very, very broadly broadcasted and covered by the Pakistani media. And we have been also extremely very happy to hear the feedback of the Pakistani people that after 40 years, musical bridges has been built between the Pakistani musician and Afghan musician last year. We initiated this initiative and we would be more than happy to have your students as well as faculty to travel to Afghanistan for joint performances as well as master classes and exchange of ideas.
Thank you. That sounds like a great idea.
Just for something that I can offer you right now, we've got also ability to host music educators here during summer to teach our students. If any of your faculty would be interested to travel and to teach here, for example, sitar, sarud, or tabla, we would be more than happy to cover the cost of the faculty to travel to Afghanistan and to host them here between 2 to 4 weeks.
Okay. This program is from what date?
There's not a particular date. It's called summer residency. Summer residency begins in April and continues until the end of December. Anytime between this date, we would be happy to invite the musicians and instrumentalists to come and teach here.
Yeah,
but at the same time, we would be also very happy to send the faculty to teach one of the Afghan instruments if it's taught in your institution to your students, and to organize series of master classes and workshops on Afghan music, and probably would be good to also discuss some conferences and seminars about the relationship between Pakistani and Afghan music.
Yeah, I think that's also very interesting for us. We don't have many Dilruba players here anymore. I cannot think of any Dilruba player. But Rubab is still very much flourishing in Pakistan. And I think we would have some students for Rubab who would also be interested in doing that. And in terms of academics, I, by profession, am also a teacher at a university in Karachi. And I specialize in anthropology of music and sound. And I think in terms of academic exchange, we would be very happy to work on something tracing lineage between Afghan music and Pakistan music, or what has actually happened to the connection between Afghan and Pakistan music in the contemporary times. Because I think even a lot of people in Pakistan don't know how closely linked Afghan music and our music is. I don't know what kind of academic projects you have in mind, but we would also be very much interested in talking about academic collaborations or research collaborations if you're interested in that as well.
In addition to academic collaboration in terms of history of music or the musicology between the two nations, we also would like to propose joint performances in Pakistan and in Afghanistan, and to form a special ensemble or a special orchestra to travel to play here. Pakistani musicians, we're happy to invite a group of Pakistani musicians to join one of our large orchestra or ensemble here to perform for the community, not only in our school, but organize a huge concert for the Afghan community to show how we can use the power of music for better understanding between our nations. And at the same time, this ensemble can also travel to Pakistan and perform in a number of cities in Pakistan, including Karachi, Islamabad, and Lahore.
Okay. Yes, that sounds like a great idea. Please let us know how we should follow up on that, or if there is any website or some place where we can get information on how to take this process further.
I think that we may submit a concept paper for you for this collaboration, and my colleague Janelle Bey, we would be communicating with you and sending the concept paper for this partnership. Next year, 2020, will be the 10th anniversary of the Afghanistan National Institute of Music, and we are planning to celebrate this achievement very huge here in Kabul. And we would be happy also to invite a group of Pakistani musicians to take part in this ceremony.
Okay, thank you very much for that. I don't know what else is planned in the session. If there's any questions that your students want to ask, we have both our faculty here. So if there's any questions that your students want to ask, we'll be very willing to help you with that or answer those questions.
You see here just a very small example of what we do here at the Afghanistan National Institute of Music. We're not only teaching Afghan traditional music, but also we are teaching Western classical music. We're teaching practically all Western instruments from grade 4 to grade 14. And our students graduating with an associated diploma in performance and musical education.
And you're offering a diploma yet, or are you offering a degree?
No, we're offering a diploma. Associated diploma.
Offering a diploma here, and one of the struggles for us has been to get this diploma accredited as a degree. So we were also interested in knowing how you plan to do that, given that there's no other institution for music, or I don't know if the higher education body in Afghanistan has some kind of a way to give you the certification to be a degree granting institution.
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
I think it's about certification. How do we obtain?
No, we have the certification here. Our school is a certified school of the minister, used to be of the Ministry of Education. And our certificate, as well as the associated degree diploma, is recognized by the Afghan government. And our students, when they finish an associated diploma, they go to Kabul University and study for 2 more years, and then they get a degree, a bachelor degree in music performance.
Okay, and then, so they do a 3-year diploma here, or how many years is the diploma?
2 years, it's a 2-year diploma here to get an associated diploma, but there's a 12th class for certificate of secondary education.
Okay, and then how do you convert that diploma to a degree?
Diploma that I will convert it into a degree. Students has to study for 2 more years in Kabul University to get a degree.
Okay, okay, that's something that. Okay, because we are also right now trying to see how we can make this diploma into a degree. So I mean, when the students go to university, are they also studying music at the university, or are they doing a general arts curriculum?
No, they do study, but we are very happy in Afghanistan. That's right now in Afghanistan, we created the condition for primary music education, secondary music education, associate diploma, and also a bachelor degree that is offered by Kabul University.
Please, if you have any questions for us, or if your students have any questions for us.
Any question? Yes. Speaking
Hi, my name is Samia and I play violin. My question, how is the situation to play music for girl in Pakistan?
Sorry, I didn't hear your. How is the situation for girls and music in Pakistan?
Yeah, to playing music.
So, I mean, generally, I think similarly with Afghanistan, girls' education, whether it's normal education or music education, is obviously not as developed. It's something that we're still struggling with. But at least at the National Academy of Performing Arts, we have almost a 50-50 ratio of boys to girls. In fact, in some batches, we've even had more girls than boys. Some of the batches, right? So at least at the National Academy of Performing Arts, we have girls doing vocals, sitar, harmonium, tabla, percussions. So here we do have a lot of opportunities for girls to study music, but otherwise in the country in general, of course, the situation is not as good, and girls' education is something we're still struggling with. I mean, over the years, it's gotten better. If you look at the statistics, it has gotten better. Now more than ever, girls are going into education. In fact, on average, girls perform better than boys in a lot of universities in Pakistan. But in terms of numbers, we're still trying to improve things, and hopefully in the coming years, it will be better. Here at the Institute, we do have a very good ratio of girls and boys studying music. So at the Institute, we don't have this problem as much.
Thank you.
Karachi.
Karachi.
Yes, yes. So we have a second ensemble that is a string trio of cello, violin, and viola, and they would love to perform for you as an example of the other side of what we do here, apart from the traditional. So give us two minutes to set them up. Thank you. Thank you for coming. That was So I think they can't see. They can't see Aman. Aman or Rohula? Rohula, you can come closer. Yeah. Great. Maybe you can introduce Aman.
So, hi, my name is Mina. Today we're gonna perform the the pieces, trumpet tune and trumpet voluntary.
you. That's very lovely. What's the name of that piece?
Trumpet tune and trumpet voluntary.
I can't hear you.
The first one is a trumpet tune and the second one trumpet voluntary. The composer is Henry Purcell, and the second one
It's also.
Henry.
And now we're gonna play Randall.
We hope you enjoyed. We have one last ensemble. It's a keyboard, piano, and a violin player, and they're going to actually improvise an Afghan piece. And if you can play along, you can maybe play on tabla and even harmonium to join them if you can hear the melody.
What key is the piece in?
Sorry?
What key will the piece be in? No, what key they will be in?
The piece is Ay Darya by an Afghan singer called Farhad Darya.
Hi, I have a question. Do you have Western music in your academy?
Sorry, say that again.
Do you have Western music in your academy?
Yeah, we have Western music in our academy as well. we have piano, we have guitar, we have some students for violin as well, and we actually have a lot of students for guitar. I think guitar and piano is, we have quite a few students for that. We don't have drums. We used to have drums. We don't have drums anymore. We have some students for violin as well, but we don't have all the Western instruments like you do. We have some of them.
Okay, thank you.
I have also a question. Is there any cello player in your academic?
What?
Is there any cello player in your academic?
We don't have any cello player. Maybe if we have some collaboration with you, we can get some students started on cello. Because we don't have any cello player here right now.
Okay, thank you.
Can you tell them what key?
Hi for everyone. My name is Zaki Darya.
And my name is Amanullah, and we want to play one song, I Darya from Farhan.
He is a famous singer, and he is also my uncle. He is so famous.
Good. Thank you. All right.
So we're aware of the time, but was there anything else on your side that you had time for to present or talk about?
I think that's all fine from our side as well. Just let us know how we can communicate with you
Sure.
further, whether through an email. Yeah.
Yes, so myself and Dr. Sarmast, we will send through an email just to initiate the conversation, then we can talk more about the ideas that were mentioned in this conversation. So that would be great. Who would be the contact point? So I might get that from Aliyah. The contact point.
You can send me all the information and I will pass it on to NAPA.
Okay, great. That would be wonderful. And please share the photos and the videos that you took on your side, and we will also share. So we are actually not in the conventional portal space. We are in a room. I think you are in a similar space as well. Yeah, so we will send out photos, but they may not be as good as the one you have on your side.
So that's fine, not an issue at all.
Thank you so much. It was a great connection and really productive. And we learned a lot about what you guys do, and would love to connect again since we're just 30 minutes time difference. So we'll talk more about that.
Definitely. Thank you so much, and
Thank you.
have a lovely day.